Hi Trish, welcome to my Falls Church condo. Come on in. Dayana Ortiz. Even when I was back in Colombia, my goal was to come here to save money, enough money to go back home and invest in real estate there. Obviously that didn't happen. I stayed and I was just always interested in, I think the opportunity just found me. Living room. So our setup was couch, TV stand, TV. My desk was there in that corner where that chair is, right here, which I loved because there is so much light and it's so beautiful. But whenever he was my husband or there were people here, I couldn't work. Obviously, it's too tight. So I had to just be outside in the patio and just be able to work there. Things just happen, you know? And either good or bad, always happen to you, right? So when my husband and I, we were renting in Arlington, we knew we wanted to move somewhere. We moved with my in-laws to be able to buy a house. So our lease ended and we knew we wanted to go somewhere, whether it was renting or buying. So we moved there for a few months, which initially was a few weeks. And at the same time, I was transitioning to real estate. So I stopped what I was doing and started doing real estate when we got this opportunity. So then we started working towards getting the house. It was actually Jay. And we have a joke between my husband and I where I'm an agent, but I have an agent. So he calls Jay my real estate agent because he's the one that always brings the opportunity to us. I think he knew we wanted to buy, or we were in the transition on living there. And he ran across this guy, the owner for this house, which was a very interesting guy. And he just said, hey, if you want to go knock on his door and tell him that you want to buy his house, go for it. So we came here one evening. There was nobody here. The only thing we saw was a mattress on the floor, that's it. And we were like, okay, this is sketchy. So we left. We came back another day, he wasn't here. We left again. We did it a couple of times to see if he was here because he didn't have a phone. He didn't have anything. Any other way of communication, we didn't have any contact with him. We left him notes, hey, this is Dayana, we're looking to buy your house, whatever. And one day he called, I think from what's the name, phone line, whatever. Yeah. And he just said, hey, if you want to swing by, just come today. Because the best memories that we have were making pizza. So this is big enough where you can... Okay, it does not look anything like how it used to before. There was a weird half island. So this would come up here and then a little bar here. It was red, like granite red. The sink was filled with bacon grease. You can see it just sitting there. So that was here. This was the same layout. We didn't change the layout at all. We just changed this to be able to sit here and not have a dining table. And I don't know what it is, but I do have that vision. Like I can see through the wall and I'm like, you can put something here, you can move this here. Ever since we came here, I just knew. I was like, no, we'll make it pretty. It has potential. My husband was like, I don't know, this looks bad. He's always been very supportive. So if I see the potential, even if he doesn't see it, he's like, okay, we'll do it. We did some. Oh, actually, I sanded and painted the cabinets. So if you look at them, they're not very nice. Bathroom, also very bright. Anybody can do it. Anybody can do it. Literally, George worked, I don't remember how many shifts to make up for the money. I also did some babysitting on the side, some date nights. I was like, I'm down. I'll go after doing real estate. I'll go take care of kids. And we came up with the money. Because I feel like every single place that I landed was because it was meant to be. And every place that I worked, it taught me to just keep pushing. I think if I had found a good job or something that I liked or loved to do, I would have never looked for more. What else can I do? What's on the other side? I will have never looked for it. This is the feature that sold us. So beautiful.
It is where you walk your dogs.
Yes, and it actually goes around and and connects to another trail. So it's very beautiful. Imagine, we had furniture, but we took it. But imagine yourself laying here, reading, grabbing some coffee. I don't know. This was my favorite place to be. Just do it. Just jump on it. If it makes sense, even if it's tight to come up with the money, you'll find a way. And it's, and I feel like a lot of people say, it will work out, it will happen. You make it happen. Because if you want the house, you're going to talk to people, you're going to ask for gifts, you're going to work harder, you're going to get the money. So if you really want the house and it makes sense, just do it. A lot of people get stuck on, oh, it's so small. Oh, I just wanted a house with a big lot. I wanted a single family. It doesn't matter. You start somewhere, and then in 3-4 years, once that house appreciates, you sell it and you buy your dream home. Because that vision will change. Once you start somewhere, your vision will change, and this will be the vehicle to help you get there. There was a little wall here where you have, the sink, wall, toilets. And so it was very closed off. We just opened it up a little bit more. And this tile, one of the ladies that I used to watch, her kids, she did a renovation. She had extra tile, so we pretty much used, so it's very pretty. You can see it, it's very pretty. There's the light. Yeah, all this tile, the backsplash tile in the kitchen, it's also gifted. That house that we moved to in Burke, that house was the vehicle for us to start partnering up to do flips. So that's something that we didn't know we could do with a home. So that house, obviously, we got it at a good price. We invested some money in it to make it worth, I guess, what it's worth in the area. So we have a HELOC for, I think it's $80,000. It's not a lot, but it's something that we can use. It's money that we have available to use if an opportunity comes up, and it did. So last year we were able to join my agent. We were able to join them in an opportunity. We were able to flip a home with that money. So it's just another opportunity for us to keep growing using real estate. I'll say to start sooner rather than later, because we have seen the difference in price, and the price that you're waiting to go down is not going to go down, bottom line. Even if it was going to drop a little bit of appreciation or price or whatever, it's not going to make a big difference for you to keep waiting. If we had not jumped into this opportunity, we would have missed out on so much. I guess the appreciation that we have on the other house, the opportunity that we have now in the house. We have built so much just from making the decision to stop waiting and just take action. Stop waiting for when you have all your money saved up. Just wait for when the rate goes down. You can't base your decision off what if. Just do it, and then, just go with the flow. I'm still fine. It will suck. It's going to suck at the beginning because we all come with a different perspective and idea. The dream is sold in a different way. But when you get here, reality hits you, right? Where you have to do jobs that you never thought you had to do. But it's just temporary. And that's what you have to think, and that's what you have to do. Keep it temporary. Because a lot of people get comfortable with it and they just stay there. No, you have to look for more. You have to seek for more. Where's the next opportunity? What else can I do? Where else can I get more money? It's you have to change your mentality that you're going to be stuck working in the job that you're at now. You can always dream for more. And that's just, what I always thought. I will use real estate as a tool for sure to do, I don't know, more investments, but it's all related to real estate because I know how powerful it is. I know how much equity you can get in a house. I know how much you can do with it. Obviously, being in the business showed me that. If I had never invested in this house, I would have never known.